Good morning. It's an absolute beautiful day here in Forest, Virginia. The temperature is perfect, but it's not going to stay that way. It's going to get hot and humid, as it always does this time of year. But I want to talk about psychological safety and conflict and leadership. So most new leaders especially fear conflict, and they don't know how to handle it. People will be conflict avoidant, even very seasoned leaders. And it is absolutely essential that you are able to deal with conflict in a meaningful way, in the right way. And so I've been thinking a lot about this, and I've seen it in action. I would say that conflict is important. You want conflict. You don't want to get rid of it. You don't want to avoid it. You want to make sure that your team feels safe enough to bring up concerns, questions, to debate. And if you're making, big decisions, high stakes decisions, and everybody's in agreement, that's a big red flag. That means that either one of two things is going on. One, your team is afraid to speak up, and you have to fix that immediately. Or two, they're way too much like you, and as a leader, you need to bring in the polarity. So for those of you that have a significant other or who are married, think about what makes you great together. It's not your sameness. It's not the fact that you guys think the same or always want to do exactly the same thing. No, it's not that at all. It's the polarity. It's the differences. It's the unique beauty that each of you bring to the relationship, the perspectives, the knowledge, the experience, and the way that you balance each other out. Not only can each individual in a healthy relationship bring in what's uniquely them, and that may be, very, very opposite and polar from the other individual, but also is able to hear and appreciate and take in the thoughts, the ideas, and the interests of the other individual. It's the same thing with professional relationships. It is the differences in perspectives and ideas and experience and skill that allow us to achieve the seemingly impossible together. So that difference needs to be celebrated. It needs to be supported so that you can have the best decisions for your organization and for the community, especially in healthcare. So how do you do that? Well, if you have silence, then you have to start a little bit of noise, and you have to manufacture the conflict if no one else will. And you can do that by actually encouraging and even having a discussion before the meeting and saying, hey, I want you to be the naysayer in this conversation. I know that you agree with the situation, or I think you do, but I really need you to be the person with the black hat, so to speak, for those of you that are familiar with the book, The 6 Thinking Hats. And speak up, help us see all the things that could be wrong with this plan, all the things we have to watch out for, so that we don't make any big mistakes and have any glaring errors. And then when people do speak up, especially taking a different perspective than you as a leader, you have to encourage it, embrace it, and very much praise the individual who's brave enough to do that. Because if you don't and you squash it, that's it. No one's going to do it again. They will be afraid. Because as a leader, you often have a tremendous amount of power over that person's career. And if people learn very quickly that you do not like dissent, then you won't get the best out of them. So that's my message for this morning. Enjoy the differences, work with them, and instead of squashing them down, encourage them. Have a great morning.